I'm in Shenandoah National Park, and this is the parking area and trailhead for the Meadow Springs School. The trailhead straight ahead there. Yep, there it is, my little red car. Now I've already hiked a Meadow Spring School trail, so you can find out on my channel. I'm going to come up here to Skyline Drive and hike south a short distance and see if I can find the Appalachian Trail. And then I'm going to hike further south to the summit of Lewis Mountain. The elevation here is 3250. So the parking lot's right over there to the left, and I basically came up Skyline Drive here and took the first left onto this little gravel road. I'm going to head down here and look for the Appalachian Trail and get on the AT and hike southbound. Alrighty, so up there is Skyline Drive. You come down the gravel road here and going to turn right here and hike southbound. Now the curious thing is I don't see any white blazing, but I think it's the AT, so I'm going to hike it anyway. So once you get in here just a short distance, there's a white blaze on a tree right there. So that lets me know for sure we're on the AT. So let's keep hiking south. I'm hiking along the AT southbound, and right over there is the summit, Lewis Mountain summit. That's where I'm headed. So, but first we got to get up here closer to the campground and then hang a left. Okay, well, we're getting closer to the Lewis Mountain Campground, which is going to be up here to the right. I'm climbing the mountain. Let's see, 0.5 miles into my hike, and the elevation here is 3320. Seven-tenths of a mile into my hike. The elevation here is 3390, and here's the first turn off to the right. Takes you up to some portion of the Lewis Mountain Campground. So, but we're gonna stay on the AT and skirt our way around the campground. .1 miles into my hike. The elevation's 3430. That's where I came from, and I'm down at the southern end of the campground now. You'll see a concrete signpost here, and to your right, down that way is the campground. Maybe you can see some of the people have their tents set up and stuff. Here's the Appalachian Trail continuing on to the south. We're gonna, okay, I thought this was a trail. It's looking more like a road up here to the summit. So let's head on up this way and see what we can find. There's one of the National Park Service survey monuments. Somebody ripped the bronze disc out of the top of it though. So we'll just keep following the road on up to the viewpoint, hopefully. Down there's the road heading up to the summit. I stepped off of it for a minute just to take a look at this. This is a wellhead that they dug. They cap them off like that, and they put padlocks on them for a couple of reasons. One, it keeps, that's a confined space, so if somebody goes down in there, they might, there's a chance they could suffocate, and also it prevents somebody contaminating the water. So let me go back out here and keep climbing the mountain. Well, here's another Park Service survey monument. This one's still got the bronze plaque in the top of it. I'm almost up to the summit now, and just pointing out here, getting ready to go through a green tunnel of mountain laurel. So it'd be pretty spectacular looking up here in the spring when the stuff's in bloom. It's all over the place up here. .5 miles into my hike. I'm up on the summit now. The elevation here is 3550. That's where I came from. And it's blazed blue, this trail. I don't know if I mentioned that before or not. Looks like I'm going to have to descend just a little bit to get over to the observation point. So here we go. I stepped out on one of the rocks here. I think there's a little bit more if I go further. But there's looking at some more Lewis Mountain, and then some more mountains in the background there. I'm going to continue on this way just a little bit, see if there's a better observation point. Stepped out on another rock here. Got the sun's shining pretty much right in my face, so there's probably going to be some glare. This is a map of today's hike. The quadrangle name is Fletcher, 1999, and the purpose of it was to hike to the summit of Lewis Mountain on the Lewis Mountain Trail, which is, the summit's right there. I parked in the Trailhead parking for this trail, which is called Meadow School Trail. It goes down the west side of the mountain. And I've hiked that before. You can find the Meadow School Trail hike on my channel. But you park here, and it's about mile marker 57. And you park over here on the west side. You cross over Skyline Drive, and you come down a gravel road, maybe 100 yards, and turn right and hike along the Appalachian Trail southbound like this. And then you'll skirt around the eastern side of the Lewis Mountain Campground. And when you get to here, there's a concrete signpost which directs you up this way to the observation point. So you just follow. It's a road up to a certain point, and then after that it just extends as a trail. Just keep following the trail up until you find yourself on some rock outcroppings. Now, the view from here isn't really as good as I was hoping that it would be, because there's a lot of trees blocking the view. So it would be better hiked in the wintertime, I would say, when all the leaves are off the trees. Then I hiked back same way I came. Now originally I highlighted this in green because I was going to come down here and go to the Bear Fence Mountain Shelter, but I've been there a couple times. The last time I was there, I think it was this year, to hike this Slaughter Trail down this way. So if you look up the Slaughter Trail hike, you can see what the Bear Fence Mountain Shelter looks like. It was a pretty short hike. It was only 3 miles and a 585-foot ascent. Now, one of the things you could do when you get over to here is there's a couple of trails that just take you on up to the campground. So if you've never seen the campground, might be worth going up there. There's a picnic area. There's some cabins that you can rent out. And then there's some areas for like RVs and tents and stuff. And that was the hike for today.